here, welcoming you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields. Fields. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fields, middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And some space to move right away as he's hauled away up to the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Robinson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
On 3rd down, Robinson. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Troy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion.
Oh, this is blocked. The Eagles have got it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Boy, at this point, I don't know what's going on down there. You got guys running one way on the pick six, now running the other way to return the blocked extra point.
It's almost like that guy went this way, but the other guy went that way. And guess what? Both of them scored points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ready, go.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Robinson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Taysom Hill, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he gets us up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Throwing on third down, Fields. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Robinson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. And Sanders has got it complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Fields now to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. To the air again, Fields. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the
touchdown, Eagles. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Mike Singletary, the one to bring him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Here's Ray Guy now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's the option going right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now at Soldier Field from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10 as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Fields. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, the better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Slot man moves right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Okay, ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Operating from the gun, Robinson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Operating from the gun, Robinson. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taysom Hill, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline. And I think this one... just be over.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He stiff arms him. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Robinson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's Robinson to throw on 2nd down. Out route to Hill, complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Everyone, you're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the Coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Now the rookie 4th rounder out of LSU, Cade York, has this one teed up. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, check that.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
43 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they're led out by their quarterback, the former Baylor Bear. It's RG3.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. To throw is RG3. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Now it's Griffin. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Griffin. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up the fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now Brown. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Okay,
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On second down, they'll run it here.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Finding Taysom Hill complete. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
As the first half is winding down. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time, The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Griffin under pressure, and they got to him again. Jason Taylor in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jadeveon Clowney. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. With it is Brown. And this will be a touchdown. A.J. Brown, 44 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Cooper is going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. On 1st down, Griffin. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Jason Taylor, his 2nd sack of the night. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who could use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now. Showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
3rd and long. It's Griffin. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 123 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. In motion to tight end. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice, hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken just shy of the 10. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Gets into double coverage and intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here.
Coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready, because we've got another good one on tap.
It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. Leading this crew out is their electrifying signal caller, 7-time Pro Bowler, 2-time NFL MVP. You all know him, Steve Young.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Young's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Looking to throw again on second down. Young, he'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Steve Young. Gets this one to Hill. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now here's Trenton Gill now.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
So a fake punt, and look, this would seem to be the area of the field to take the chance, but ultimately unsuccessful.
Yeah, and if you're going to take the chance, I think you're better off leaving your offense on the field because in this situation, most teams are coached to leave their defense on the field. They see where they are out there and realize even if they punt the ball, it's not going to go very far or it's going to go into the end zone. So they leave their defense out there, play for the fake, and in this case, they were right.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To throw is Robinson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Evans has it left side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Robinson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had, and that's a nose.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Taysom Hill, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Carlson now to kick this one away.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
And the Steelers set to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a hole.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Young. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big time pressure.
And here's Trenton Gill on to punt.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
He's letting it fly for Cooks, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest, and with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Robinson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Robinson. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taysom Hill, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
You got it figured down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
The touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now a first down throw for Young. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Young now. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And how about this? He takes it all the way back. No time. No flags. A punt return touchdown and a stunning end of the first half.
And they kicked it to him. They kicked it to him. When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Five yards remain on second down.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
They'll go with a keeper.
Were we surprised a little bit? 2nd and 1, they went quarterback sneak. I know it works, so it's not like I'm second-guessing at all, but I thought they might go with something else there.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a 2nd 1 sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call because normally you're going to go ahead and use your back if you're going to run it or if you want to throw it, a little quick pop there. But in this case, just get in behind those big guys and pick up a first down.
Here we go. Back.
They'll try to run this one in. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Alert! Alert!
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start
at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Young on third down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Back 60.
Looking to throw. Robinson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
welcome in. I'm the coach, and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is finally over. It's time to play ball.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the seventh-year man out of Cal, the top pick back in 2016, Jared Goff. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. A play fake for Swift, now Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
You almost feel privileged, partner, every time you get to see him run out in the field to start a game, because every game, every snap, you and I both know he has potential to do something special. And that inspires his teammates as well. They know how incredible he is. They want to give max effort as well.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2.
as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Oh, look at the juke. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Hey!
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Back!
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. The quick slant caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st down throw, gone.
They set up the screen for Stevenson.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
On 2nd down, Swift.
He juked him. And some room to run now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, gone. Being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff slings this deep from McLaurin.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Robinson throwing on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's gone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
On 2nd and inches. Goff. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
And they let this down inside the 30.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift.
Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Goff now looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get back now here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Robinson on 3rd down. Finding Taysom Hill complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Denard Robinson, 24 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So Jared Goff in the offense, down by 11, 1:45 to play. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. To throw is Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here, time ticking away. And he lost the football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Goff. Step, and he's going to have to eat complete this one as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Goff now looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Goff. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So a crucial two-point conversion there, but that's just part one of this two-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the two, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a two-part story. It's a three- or four-part story. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one.
and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Robinson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They'll look to throw again. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 75 yards. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course, as his guys are able...
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the Coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Robinson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 65 yards. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now, you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the Coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Robinson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Irvin, 55 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. And just like that, another Ultimate Challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Hello there, it's the Coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? Where these teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. 72 yards on the punt return. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Bears on offense as they get ready to go. Back to throw, Fields. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Saints. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. To throw is Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. The 40, 30, 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
We jump into this challenge in the third quarter with 4 minutes to go. You're down 7. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got a little dip. There he goes, right side. The 20. Touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 75 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 122 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Dances by him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Run quick.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. To get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 169 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Finish here on a Monday night. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win.